Ground ball into left field, a base hit. Here comes Will Rogers. Cam McGee getting the wave. Throw is cut off. McLean in the second base.
1-2, high fly ball, well hit left field. Schmidt back at the fence. Welcome back, Connor Davis. His first career at bat at Arizona State. Goes for a home run. 1-0 Sun Devils.
1-2. And he got him on the outside. Tulloch with the quick pitch. Beza doesn't like it. And that's 4 Ks for Tulloch through 2. And the 3-2. Off the end of the bat. Long run, Joe Lampe. He's coming in. He slides. Oh, and he did it again. A rivalry is renewed here at Phoenix Muni tonight. A good crowd anticipated for this midweek matchup. Number 11 Arizona makes its one and only trip to Arizona State this season as the Wildcats take on the Sun Devils right here on Pac-12 Insider. And hi again, everybody. Gareth Quonk alongside the former ASU baseball SID, Randy Polakar, Olivia Eisenhower, the third member of our crew. Well, Randy, Arizona State taking its second straight Pac-12 series this past weekend over the California Golden Bears. An improbable 7-run comeback on Sunday to clinch the series, and certainly a momentum boost heading into tonight's contest against number 11 Arizona. Last of the third, Utah has evened up the score. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Utes in the top half of the third. And it's a 2-2 ball game. For Arizona State, they'll have the 9-1 and 2 batters, McGee, Lampe, and McLean. Cam tries to lay down a bunt, and they'll go foul.
Good idea, but a tough pitch to bunt there. Yeah, ASU might have gotten a break there at the top of the third on that called third strike. It looked a little low and outside, but Steve Mattingly putting out that right arm and getting Tulloch out of the jam.
Off of Cam's foot. Oh, so far these first couple innings, it looks like it's a pretty big zone.
A very generous zone, I would say, so far.
From Steve Mattingly.
Steve Mattingly, a long-time Pac-12 umpire. But yes, a generous zone would be the nicest way to put it.
He's given some corners and then some.
As long as he doesn't gaze in anybody's eyes as he's checking their hands for sticky stuff, we're going to be okay.
Watch out. In on McGee. Did you see what happened with Madison Bumgarner and Dan Bellino the other day in Miami?
Bellino issued an apology today.
I saw that.
Bizarre.
Yeah. He had Bum getting his hand checked to make sure he doesn't get the sticky stuff, and Bellino was just staring him down the entire time. It was a stare off.
I think he was reading his palm.
I mean, clearly, I don't think he liked what he got from his palm.
Yeah, apparently not. The palm said, Madison's palm said, you'll have a very short outing this afternoon.
Yep. And then Bumgarner ejected. Very short outing for him as this one is hitting the left. Clarkson. Gilbert native makes the catch, and there's one away.
It does make you wonder why they weren't checking the hands last year and checking the belt and the hat.
That was just such an odd scene when just looking through Twitter and MLB.com.
It has been a bit of an up show all year in baseball so far, so.
And you had Angel Hernandez, it seems like there's always something new with him, but what went viral was that performance Sunday Night Baseball in front of that national audience, Mets-Phillies.
Kyle Schwarber got his money's worth on that ejection.
He sure did.
And he wasn't necessarily wrong either.
Hard to blame him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Mets-Phillies. It was Brewers-Phillies, I believe.
Yeah, because the Mets are playing the Phillies now.
Yeah.
It was Kyle Schwarber going crazy. That's all that matters.
Yes. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lampe, who reached down an infield hit his first time. Outside 2-1. Matthew Sox, former two-way player. He's a transfer from Division III Whitman College in Walla Walla, Washington. But this is his second year with Utah.
Fantastic onions from Walla Walla.
Really?
Walla Walla Sweets. Best onions in the country.
Up the middle. Nice spinning play. The throw too high, though, from Richardson.
You see how they score that. It was going to be a bang-bang play at first. Lampy's got such good speed. They're going to give him a base hit.
I think that's the correct call.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that one. Take an absolutely perfect throw to get him at first.
Would have been a nice play by Matt Richardson at short. So here's McLean. He went down swinging his first time up against Matthew Sox. And that one hits McLean. And second and first with one out.
Well, the last time he was up, Sox must have thrown over to first base with Lampy about 27 times. And this time the first pitch he sees off the elbow.
I also noticed Lampy had a much shorter lead that time.
Yeah. You get a visit from the pitching coach, it looks like.
Yeah, Gary Henderson's the head coach, is the guy that comes out and makes the mound visits. 33 years of coaching experience, Gary Henderson, but this is his first year at the helm for Utah.
And he is a college baseball lifer.
Oh, yeah. 9th head coach in program history.
He was the head JV coach for San Diego State back in 1988. That's how long he's been in baseball. When they used to have ASU had a JV team back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, the ASU JV team probably could have won a conference or two. They had such good players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's San Diego State, Cal State, Fullerton, Riverside, Chapman, Pepperdine. So he's definitely got West Coast experience. He was at Oregon State. Also at Florida State as the pitching coach. Went to 2 College World Series there. As I mentioned, head coach at Kentucky. Pitching coach for the USA Collegiate National Team. Mississippi State. He's got three times he's been to the College World Series. So he definitely has the experience, and you can see the way he's led this Utah team this season.
I mean, you compare that with Willie Bloomquist in his first year ever coaching. Yeah. I mean, that's the degrees of experience here in the Pac-12.
Well, he coached his daughter's volleyball team.
I mean, hey, that counts. Come on now. All jokes aside, though, these are two of the coaches out of the 3 in the Pac-12 that underwent coaching changes from a year ago. Chip Hale being the other one from Arizona. Here's Campos, who struck out looking his first time, and Matthew Sox still trying to keep Joe Lampy close.
Yeah, they clearly saw something, or they have something in their scouting report that says Lampy is a guy you can pick off, which they already did in the first. But, with a guy on first and now Lampy on second, I'm a little surprised they're still so focused on him out there.
Well, if you want 2 base runners who could do a double steal from second to third and first to second, these are the 2 to do so for ASU. We've seen them do it a couple times in the past. They try to get the runners in motion, perhaps put a run and hit on as well.
You got a good hitter like Campos up there. I mean, the more you can distract the pitcher and take his focus away, the more you're going to like it. But you also don't want to run yourself out of an inning.
Hit well to left, but right at TJ Clarkson. 2 down. And now up comes Baez. Utah trying to make the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2016. I mean, I'm just excited overall just to see some postseason baseball. It's been long overdue, this conference, for a end-of-year tournament. Right here in your backyard also in Scottsdale. Hammered. Deep left center field. Clarkson doesn't even move. It is gone.
attack that first pitch and don't miss it, and that's exactly what Baez did right there.
Baez breaks the tie. It's 5-2 Sun Devils.
That ball was out of here in a hurry, and absolute no doubt. And as you mentioned, Clarkson turned his head and didn't even make an attempt because he knew that that ball was headed towards the zoo.
His 7th on the season. RBIs 35, 36, and 37 for Nate Baez.
That is the 9th home run allowed this season by Matthew Sox, which leads Utah. 2nd of the game.
Tobias went deep, and now Baez. All the runs have come across via the long ball for ASU on a warm night.
Told you that air starts to get thinner, the ball starts to heat up. It'll get flying.
Breaking ball is popped up and fouled away. 1-1 the count.
So you know today's Willie Mays' 91st birthday, right?
Yes, I did see that.
Did you see the picture on Twitter where they had him standing on a fence in left field, signing an autograph for a young man?
I did not.
That picture was taken right here at Phoenix Muni down the left field line. One of the years where the Giants did spring training out here.
How about that?
I saw that picture. I'm like, that looks like Phoenix Municipal, and sure enough, it was. Happy birthday to the great Willie Mays.
And say, hey, kid.
My senior year here at ASU, I can't remember, it wasn't like a debate class, but it was opinionated writing or something, and my final paper was why Willie Mays was the greatest baseball player to ever live.
That's and you still stand by that.
I do, with the caveat that if Ted Williams hadn't lost all those years fighting in the war.
Yep.
Because Teddy, I mean, not to say that Ruth and Aaron and all those guys weren't good, but for my money, it was Willie who was a true 5-tool player. And don't forget, he lost a couple years fighting in the war also.
He fought himself also.
660 home runs. I think if he doesn't go to the war, he breaks Ruth's record way before Aaron does.
This is foul down the right field line. Well, Willie Mays, he's the godfather for Barry Bonds. I'm just trying to tie it into ASU.
No,
I
got you.
As Davis goes down on strikes, and that is the end of the 3rd. A 3-run home run for Baez makes it 5-2 Arizona State. We'll head to the 4th, and my good friend Michael Barabal will have the innings 4 through 5 here on Pac-12 Insider.